Wired Up TV.
Wired Up TV.
Wired Up TV.
Wired Up TV.
Wired Up TV. How's it going, my people? This is your boy Wired Up, and welcome to another episode of Wired Up TV. Hope you guys got your hands on the steering wheel and keeping your eyes on the road. Taking care of everything you guys got to take care of. Be positive. Be good. Take care of what you got to do, man. Don't leave it for tomorrow, or don't procrastinate, because by doing that, my brothers, my sisters, all you're doing is you're playing yourself, man. You're backing your own self into a corner. You still gotta handle what you gotta handle. So hurry up and do it. With that being said, let's get down to the video. All right, y'all. This quick video is brought to you by my boy and Wired Up TV family member, Mr. Joe Gracia. Yes, sir, Mr. Joe Gracia. Joe Gracia. Big shout outs to you, Joe. Thank you. Let's get down to this, guys. This picture on the left, the one where you see Tupac in, my people. As you can see closely, I'm pretty sure that you guys are familiar with the smile video. You know what I'm saying, where, you know, the beginning of the video basically starts with the BMW. It's supposed to be the murder scene where Pac supposedly got murdered at or got shot in. We all know Pac faked his death, and it's just obvious, guys. The first video his people, his mom, whoever put out, was a video basically saying that Pac is alive. Okay, it's Tupac on the cross rapping. Now, a lot of people say, well, why would Tupac come out in a video with so many witnesses and so many people there? That is so absurd. Whoopty-wompty-wompty. But something they do not know is that just like the Toss It Up video, the Smile video was filmed two different occasions. The Tupac scene where he's hanging on the cross and all that was one take, and it was actually mailed to the video company. Okay, don't ask me where we got this information from. You already know. Okay, it was actually mailed to the video company that actually filmed the video and was in charge. You know, Scarface's producer actually helped receive that. Scarface's management and his record company at the time. I'm not sure who he was with. I don't know if he was with Rap-A-Lot or whoever, but they received that video, and this actually was supposed to be an actual video with Pac in it, right? But they switched it up because Tupac had faked his death and took off. But Pac, being Pac, did, you know, do what he had to do. He kept his word, and he showed his face in the video. The only thing is, you know, that they wanted to make it a mystery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tupac didn't want to just flat out show his face and do all this, because at the time he still believed that the police and all that thought he was deceased, right? So he didn't want to show his face. The explanation that they gave everybody was that it was a look-alike and this and that, right? So it was believed. All right. So what I'm here to tell you guys is that this video was filmed in two different occasions. Okay, the Scarface part and everything else was filmed on one day or a couple of days, and then the Pac part was filmed on another day, which was mailed to them so they can paste it together. All right, this is what happened, guys. If you guys can look closely to the left, all right, we looked very close into Tupac's face, dental fixtures, nose shape, and everything. Look how precise it was. Look at the teeth, guys. He even got the same snaggle tooth that Tupac had. All right, look at the picture in the middle on the Smile video, which is the the four pictures on the bottom. Look at it closely, guys. Who else could that be? Y'all tell me, who else could that be? The teeth match exactly the same. Exactly, guys. Exactly. His face shape and everything. Now, it took a while to kind of shade the pictures and all that good stuff, you know, to make the video seem, to make, you know, us, the people watching the video, not be able to 100% identify who that was in the video. You know what I'm saying? But we have a brain, and Tupac knew this. Tupac knows that we are not dumb. he knew that years later somebody gonna figure it out. So look, if you compare the teeth, guys, okay, you can, I'm not gonna lie, there are people that look like other people, right? But for you to get somebody that the teeth are exactly the same, look at the teeth. Look at the mouth. Look at the nose shape. My people, come on. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. All right. There's no turning back on this, my folks. That's Tupac in the Smile video. And if people talk about, well, you know, the family hasn't said this and haven't said that, or the family this, they don't believe Pac's alive, that's a bunch of bogus. Because the first video they put out was, you know, was a video of Pac on the cross, telling, like, you know, basically telling us, you know, like, oh, you know, he's still alive, like Jesus, you know, crucified or whatnot. So, you know, that's nonsense, guys. We all know Tupac's alive. Here's more proof. It is just crazy, crazy, crazy proof. And we just keep showing you guys this, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, take a look at the little picture on the right where it says Dr. Oz says no autopsy's been released on Tupac. This is very interesting, okay? Very, 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 very interesting, because he said that there was no autopsy photo that was actually released on Tupac, right? Okay, so Dr. Oz basically says he even says it on here. He says he thinks it's a bit strange. You know what I mean? How there's no autopsy, you know, photo release or anything. Now, we've found autopsy, guys. You know, the famous one where it says he's 200 and something pounds and he's 6 feet tall. I know we've all seen it. We've showed it to you guys. Everybody in the world's seen it. Now, we had Reggie Wright Jr. on the live stream a couple of days ago, and you guys heard him say that he doesn't believe that there was ever an autopsy released. And he also said that if Tupac's alive, maybe he wasn't told about it. And this was a security guard. He was there, my people, you know. And he said this. So we have a witness that said that he thinks that it was never released ever, right? Now these people are saying here, Dr. Oz and these criminologists, whoever these people were saying that there's no autopsy ever released. And even Dr. Oz says that's strange, right? But then there's a video on YouTube that it's an interview with the man that actually did the autopsy, the old gentleman. And he says, yes, this autopsy that we've seen where he's 220 pounds, 6 feet tall, is actually legit and correct. The story does not fit, guys. You see all these lies, all these different things coming out. What have the Wired Up TV team told you guys so many times? When a story is BS, it changes. When a story is BS, it changes. There's an autopsy, there's not an autopsy, maybe there is, maybe he got put up by a helicopter, maybe he was put on the ambulance, whatever. Okay? All we do here on Wired Up TV is bring you guys the proof, the research, and the knowledge. We are the Spark Brain. Okay? Now, we're not the ones putting this stuff out. We're just bringing it to, we're the messenger. Don't kill the messengers. We're telling you what's being said. Some people say there was an autopsy. Some people say there wasn't. This is a live television show, and these are, I don't know, these are criminology police or who these people are, but they're saying there was one that was never, ever released. And even Dr. Oz says, wait a minute, that's a little bit strange. It is a bunch of BS. Everybody knows that Tupac Shakur is alive, but the world just doesn't want to believe it. Why? Because they're trained for their mindset to not to believe things like that. You've been trained since a child, since children. Guys, Tupac is alive. The story keeps changing. It's BS. Just come with it and tell us the truth. And you know where he went? Because he is alive. He went to Cuba. Now, this is a picture right here, guys, from the I Am Mad at You video, okay? The video, which everybody finds super weird because it was a video of him getting shot, right? And then dying. And he was in a black car in the back seat, right? And a bald man was driving it. He was trying to tell you how his murder was going to play out. Tupac was very cocky. He was very confident. He was very young. And he said he had a big mouth. He couldn't keep secrets that well. So he was showing you by vision, look, this is what's going to go down. Look, I'm showing you, this is what's going down. But people don't want to believe it because they're so used to having their basically, you put grips on what you think is your reality. It's like the people that see ghosts, right? They see a ghost pop right in front of their face and they'll be like, well, you know what? Maybe it was the light with the wind and maybe I looked at it funny. Maybe I need glasses. Maybe that weed I smoked a month ago is still in me. Maybe that Hennessy I've been drinking had messed me up and had me hallucinating. You know, whatever. But they make up excuses for it, right? No matter what it is, something for it to make sense. Now, this is what they do with the Tupac case. They don't want to believe that their government and their police, and not all police, but they don't want to believe that there's some things in this world aren't what they really seem. Okay? They don't want to believe it. They don't want to open their mind. It's too confusing. It'll mess up their little world that they got. So they refuse to think outside the box. And this happens to most people. Okay? Just like when you go to high school and you got that one person in the group of cool people that bully everybody, but you always got that one person that looks like they don't want to, like they look like they're sympathetic to the person that's being bullied, but they won't speak up because they don't want to be laughed at or pushed off the crowd, or they don't want to be original. That's why we always tell you guys, be yourself, don't be afraid to be laughed at, be original. Tupac Shakur was original. He wasn't afraid to make songs about women, about treating them right. He wasn't afraid to make songs about the government, about what was going on, about that they were watching him, harassing him. He wasn't afraid to shoot 2 cops. He wasn't afraid to call out the president. Okay? Bill Clinton, Mr. Bob Dole, you too old to understand the way the game's told. You lame, so I gotta hit you with this hot pack. He's talking about blasting them. He wasn't afraid of that. But nowadays, we got these cowards that believe that they're Tupac fans. But they're not, man. Because they are the opposite of what Tupac spoke about. Okay? The opposite of what Tupac spoke about. We gotta keep it real. We gotta keep this real. Look at that lady's shirt in the back. It says Cuba right on the shirt. He's telling you where he was going to go. He's telling you, I'm going to Cuba. I'm gonna go to Cuba. He's telling you this, my people. When is it gonna be time for y'all to open your eyes? Look at her shirt. Every video, every interview, everything Tupac made from 95 to 96 was to tell you what he was gonna do. It's basically like a plethora of evidence. The police knows it. The FBI or whoever was doing this case knows it. That's why you see all these documentaries, different shows. They try to make you believe. They try to keep you brainwashed. Every year or two, you see a new documentary coming out telling you the same thing. Oh, Orlando Anderson did it. Orlando Anderson did it. They try to keep you brainwashed so you don't go astray. But guys, we're going to keep you with the real. Look at that shirt, Cuba. Right there. Cuba. Cuba. That is where Tupac is, and y'all better believe it. Y'all better believe it. Y'all better catch on, guys. There's things in this world that just because you can't see them doesn't mean that they don't exist. We have to open our eyes, man. Okay? These channels, these people, whatever, that keep telling you something else, they have an agenda. They have a motive. Okay? No, the government don't want to solve this case because it's unsolvable. No body, no case. They burned this man immediately after he died for a reason. For a reason. Because he was trying to elude the cops and he was trying to never be looked for. Basically, Pac wanted to fool him forever, but the police somehow, some way found out Pac was still alive. That's why Anderson never was arrested. That's why nobody's ever been taken in custody for the murder of Tupac. And that's why they never will. They never will, because Tupac is alive. 1996. You don't think they were already investigating Orlando for 2 other murders. This was the nail in the coffin. This was to get the community behind it and everything, and they didn't do it because they had nobody. They didn't want to get embarrassed. Guys, let's do our research. This is game for y'all, guys. The Wired Up TV family is telling you guys to be yourself. Do your research. Don't be afraid to be laughed at. Go at authority, guys. We are the Spark Brain. Send all the information you got to wireduptv4you@gmail.com. wireduptv4you@gmail.com. Keep your head up. Keep positive. Keep doing what you're doing. Join the cause. Join the cause. And get in line, my people. With that being said, I'll see you guys soon. And like I always tell you guys, always stay wired up. Talk to you guys soon, my people. Peace out.